Hope is growing for a peace deal to end Colombia's 50-year civil war. Cuba has played a pivotal role by hosting talks between Bogota and the FARC rebels. As CCTV's Michael Voss reports, Havana is trying to build an international reputation for being a peacemaker.
The peace talks in Havana between the FARC guerrilla movement and the Colombian government are tantalizingly close to ending Latin America's longest-running armed conflict. These FARC fighters were flown here from their jungle and mountain hideouts to negotiate. This is in sharp contrast from earlier years when FARC and other Latin American rebels were secretly brought to Cuba for training. The success of former leader Fidel Castro's campaign to overthrow the dictator Fulgencio Batista led Cuba to try and export its revolution elsewhere. The iconic Argentine revolutionary Ernesto Che Guevara died in Bolivia in an unsuccessful bid to launch an uprising there. Later, Cuba also sent troops to Africa to fight in the independence wars in what many saw as proxy conflicts between the United States and the Soviet Union. But now, Cuban President Raul Castro is positioning himself as a peace broker.
Since the 80s, Cuba has not been actively training or giving support to guerrilla groups all over the world. What Cuba has been doing is something that it learned to do at some point in time, which would be a power broker between different sides. They did it when they were an important member of the non-aligned movement. So now Cuban diplomacy has acquired let's say, the skills to be a good power broker.
Raul Castro played an important role in the creation of CELAC, the Pan-American organization, which includes every country in Latin America and the Caribbean, but not the US or Canada. Last month, he brought together Pope Francis and the Russian Orthodox Patriarch Kirill for the first such meetings since the two Christian churches split 1,000 years ago. His biggest achievement to date, though, is agreeing to restore diplomatic relations with Cuba's Cold War foe, the United States. In times of conflict, foreign policy is often based on that old adage, my enemy's enemy is my friend. Cuba still maintains good relations with the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, Syria and Iran, and remains a firm ally of both China and Russia. And there are no indications that Cuba is about to change its old alliances. Michael Voss, CCTV, Havana.